Outside the netted windows, the motorcycle's headlights cascaded from wall to wall. The low grumble of the engine grew ominously close, almost as if announcing the bike's arrival. The lights shut off, and the street went pitch black again, followed by a click of the keys. 我回来了, I'm home. Xiuhua's voice radiates up the stairwell and into the quaint apartment, the thumps of his chunky boots crescendoing into a melody of triumph. He appeared in the doorway of the apartment. My father and my grandmother stood by the windows facing my grandfather, whose eyes were scanning his boots. Slowly, Xiuhua's eyes rose to meet my grandmother's. As if confirming both their greatest hopes and worst fears, he nodded slightly toward my grandmother. All he said was, "I need a suit." No working man during this time could afford the privilege of a suit without sacrificing months' worth of salary. His voice, seemingly emotionless, had a melancholic edge to it. My grandmother understood his message. His sudden need for a suit could only mean one thing. The government approved his grant to go to America. Xiuhua had not just been given a chance at his dream, but accepted a ticket of ambiguity. The painful reality was that Xiuhua understood that this wasn't a moment of pure elation, but one of grievance. He would have to leave his family in Shanghai and embark on the new chapter of his life, one opaque with the gray unknown, alone. Though a turning point in his life, it was starting to become apparent that every opportunity was not just one of luck and relief, but even more so, one of doubt and sacrifice. Nevertheless, Xiuhua continued to say yes. My father and grandfather stood, hand in hand, in front of Shanghai's finest tailor. My father licked his lips with anticipation as he excitedly squeezed my grandfather's hands. With the other hand, Xiuhua opened the door of the store, the doorbells chiming ever so softly. The staff teemed around Xiuhua, whipping out measuring tapes and notepads, waist size, shoulder width, arm length. Though a small man, when Xiuhua stepped out in the newly tailored suit, he glowed. On Xiuhua, the suit told a story of its own, a story of a man who not only had humble beginnings and iron grit, but also paramount luck and a willingness to sacrifice everything. As my grandfather stepped out of the store, he meticulously laid the newly tailored suit on his motorcycle, and with the precise touch of a scientist, pushed the motorcycle the rest of the way home in order to ensure an unscathed suit. This was a man ready to go to America.